So CC Drake is A.
Got a secret, can you keep it? Swear this one you'll save. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one to the grave. If I show you, then I know you won't tell what I said. 'Cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Hey you guys, so I know that this video is past due, I guess you could say, but you know, I needed to do this video just because I needed to just get it out there. And after I did the whole my theory on who A is, the collab that I did with my good friend on here, Rosie Gemby, I just felt like I needed to come back on here and do my reaction to the fact that, you know, CC Drake is A. Okay, so basically the finale was like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. But I was so amped. Now, mind you, this show's been on for like 5.5, maybe 6 years, and I just started watching it just January of this year. Like, I literally watched all of the episodes and got all caught up from between January and, I don't know, maybe like April. And, you know, I have to say, I thought that A would be someone who we all either already knew and we just went through all the emotions with from the very first season, or I thought that like A would be someone who kind of disappeared and who we might have thought was dead. Maya. Okay, and then it turns out that it wasn't. But for A to be CC Drake, all I can say is that it was so anti-climactic. Like, I mean that in like the most craziest of way. Okay, so let me just kind of get into this a little bit. And if you have not seen Pretty Little Liars as of yet, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so like they set up the scene, you know, Allison is at the school dance, which everything always seems to go down at the school dance. But Allison was there, and you know, Allison was just like following A, and she sees A, and that's how like the second to last episode, the episode before the last before the season finale was. Okay, fine. So she did that, and then so we know Allison knows who A is, and based off of Allison's response, we already know that it's somebody that we already know. Then in the season finale, like, you know, A is standing there at the windowsill, and we're all just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, she's gonna turn around, and we're actually gonna see who A is. Like, it's not like the TV isn't gonna cut, nothing. Like, we're actually gonna see who A is. And A turns around, and it's like CC Drake, and I think everybody was kind of like this. What? Like, let me tell you why I'm so irritated with the fact that CC Drake is A. I'm irritated because when I first saw CC, I thought right off the bat, boom, this chick is A. She is my first thought of who, like, the fact that she was A. But then they, like, started changing things up throughout the show, and for a minute there, we didn't know if A was a girl or if A was a guy. And then, you know, CC kind of, like, disappeared and, like, was never heard from again. And then when they made that CC was A code and that she was helping Allison, you know, that really made a lot of thoughts about CC being A just disappear into thin air. And then to find out that it was CC Drake, like, oh, I was so irritated. Like, I was just so annoyed because I was just like, really? Really? So when I thought CC Drake was A, I was actually right, and then you guys made it seem like it wasn't CC. Like, granted, they did that with like everybody else, but I just felt like of everybody else, CC was the most like obvious, duh, this is A kind of a person, like, to me. And then to throw me off guard like that and have me get on to the fact that it could be freaking Melissa Hastings, like, no me gusta. No me gusta. Alright? Like, ugh. But anyway, so CC Drake is A, and in the season finale, she goes into this whole whirlwind story of, you know, just the fact that she is transgender and that she was treated certain type of ways. And the story was more so how she got into Radley and why she started doing what she did to the girls. And at first I thought, okay, boom, she did what she was doing because she was angry because her father didn't accept her. And then I was like, but why take that out on the girls? And then it seemed like she took it out on the girls because she was jealous because the girls were close to Allison. And then when she found out that the girls were actually happy that Allison was gone, she was upset. But Cece wasn't taking into the fact of all the horrid things that Allison had done to these girls while she was still very much so metaphorically alive. Okay, Cece wasn't taking any of that into account, and it was just really, really like annoying because it was just kind of like, okay, what exactly is your reason for doing this? And maybe it's just me, but I did not understand completely why Cece was doing this. Was she doing it because she was bored? Was she doing it because she was jealous of the liars and their relationship with her sister Allison? Was she, I don't understand. And the question still stands, why did Cece protect frickin' Spencer so much? Let's get into that part of the whole thing. There were a lot, listen, my Twitter was on fire during the finale of Pretty Little Liars, during the season 6 finale, okay? It was on fire. And a lot of people brought up a lot of different things, like a lot of things are just not answered. A lot of things aren't answered. Like, where the heck is Maya? Is Maya dead or isn't she? When they found that body and they said that they think it's Maya, was it really Maya? And if it wasn't really Maya, whose body was it? Like, I'm really, okay. Then I heard somewhere, I don't remember where, but I heard somewhere that they had determined that CC Drake was going to be A from season 3, and so that it was true in the beginning, Mona really was A, and then CC took the game from her. So that part was in fact true. But what? Like, I'm still really annoyed because of the fact that it was so anticlimactic. Like, I think we all thought that A was gonna be somebody who we knew and who we trusted, and you know, it's just like, wow, like, you are really trifling. Like, how could you? We really thought that A was gonna be somebody like that, and then to find out that it was CC Drake, it was just so anticlimactic. And then let's just go off into the whirlwind of her story about being transgender and not accepted. Like, legitimately, that was so messed up because my heart broke for her. And you know, for several split seconds, okay, I felt really bad for her. And when I was listening to her story and about, you know, Bethany Young and her killing Toby's mom, you know, and blaming it on Charles, who's now Charlotte, who is now CC Drake, you know, I felt really, really bad for him, her, it, he, she, yeah. I felt really, really bad for her, and then it was like, no, I shouldn't feel bad for you. Look at what you did to those girls who didn't deserve any of the things that you did, you know. So it was a whirlwind of emotions, you know. I was really, really heartbroken for A and how A was treated and why A came to be, but then I was really angry at the fact that A was somebody that we already knew, who they had 100% thrown her off our guard once we found out that she was Redcoat and that she was helping Allison. That 100% threw us off of our guard. And then can we also talk for like 2 seconds about how that ended? Like, for real, whatever happened to the moms? Are they still in that basement? How did they get out? Like, that made me angry too. Like, what happened to the mom? And then the fact that, like, prom was in, like, okay, they live on the East Coast, and the East Coast we usually have our prom in like June, so like they had their prom in no later than June, and then they skip all the way to Labor Day. Like, what happened throughout that summer? Like, were they in intense psychological care? Like, what happened? We do not know what happens. And then, you know, it's just like they all go off to college during Labor Day weekend, which I don't know about you, but I don't know any college where you can just leave for Labor Day weekend, especially if you're going out of, like, the state, because you do have orientation. So, but, okay, that's a little too literal, so whatever to that. Okay, but just the fact that they skipped over a whole entire summer, like, The only answer that we got for answer of Summers is who was A and why A did what she did. And there's still like loopholes of questions like, this doesn't make any sense, this isn't adding up, I don't understand. You know, there were a lot of those things, and we won't even get into the fact that like that moment of realization when you realize that Jason was dating his transgender brother or sister. Poor Jason. Okay, there's a lot of things we don't know. Like I said, we don't know what happened to the mom. What happened to the boyfriends? We don't know. Okay. What happened to the De Laurentises, man? Like, they were just sitting there paralyzed. What happened to them? And then, like, the thing that really annoys me is Sarah Harvey. Like, this girl has had no role in this show for 6.5 seasons. The reason why I say 6.5 is because, like, we only started really learning about her at, like, what, this season 6, I believe. So it's just like, why? Where did you come from? And then to find out that she was actually in the show all this time, that she was like the third A coat, like, really? I felt, in all sincerity, because this video I'm pretty sure is going on long enough, I don't really know the time, but I'm pretty sure it's going on long enough, but I felt like it was very anticlimactic to find out who A was and to find out that A was CC Drake. I do love the fact that, you know, they made A become human, and Mona was 100% right when they found A's lair inside the dollhouse and said A has a soul. A does have a soul, and that episode helped us connect to A's soul, if we want to be a little dramatic. Okay, I don't like the fact that we don't know what happened to anybody at all, and I definitely don't like the fact that they're bringing in season 7 with it being 5 years later, and now there's like a new A, or maybe it's a new B. I mean, really? And then the other thing that also is annoying me also, and let me know how you guys feel, is that I heard that season 7 is the final season. So why would you make the final season of this show to be a whole new A situation? Why not make season 7 explaining everything? Why not? I'm a little bit annoyed. So there's 5 seasons that we need explained. You can do 5 episodes focusing on each season, and that'll equal to 25 episodes in total for season 7, and that would have been a really great way to sum up the show, okay? And even if, you know, Pretty Little Liars ended the way that they ended the season finale, even though so rushed and abrupt, it was a good ending, showing them going off to college. Boom, that is it. Bye Felicia, so long, farewell, avida, whatever they're saying in that song from Sound of Music. Okay, that would have been a really good way to end the show, but no, you don't want to end it that way. No, you want to start a whole new season with a whole new mystery. Anyway, that is my reactions, my feelings, my thoughts on Pretty Little Liars. And how did you guys feel? If you guys have done a video with how you feel, please link it in a comment down below. If you have a reaction, or if you have a feeling, if you share mine or if you disagree with mine, let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, you should totally click that like button and click the subscribe button because it's free. So why not? I'm GiGi. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Don't forget to rate, comment, and share, because sharing is caring. I make videos whenever I feel like it. So if you want stability, do not like or subscribe to my channel, because I cannot offer that to you. But I do love you, and I can promise whatever videos I do, you should at least crack a smile. And if you don't, then yeah, I shouldn't subscribe. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Bye.